In For a Good Time Call, two college enemies move into an apartment together, and in order to make ends meet, the unlikely pair starts a phone sex hotline.
I can't afford an apartment by myself in the city.
I have a place for you.
Where? You.
Hi.
Sweetie, tell us some more about the new place.
The apartment is spectacular. My roommate is whatever.
Your dick looks so big, I'm scared. Let me out, I wanna...
I just come on my face, gotta go, bye.
The only thing I knew about For a Good Time Call when I attended the premiere at the 2012 Sundance Film Festival was the basic plot. Two women who didn't like each other in college move into an apartment together, and in order to pay the rent, they start a phone sex hotline together. And I thought, this could be funny, or it could be terrible. And all of the marketing that has been put out for the movie, I think, makes it look like it could be bad. But I have to say, it is not. I absolutely loved it. Not only is For a Good Time Call a hilarious comedy, it actually has some heart, and whenever a comedy can also have heart, you know you've got something special. But the main draw here, in my opinion, is the comedy, and this movie is so damn funny. I was laughing nonstop. I was laughing so hard. When I walked out of this movie, I didn't think anything for the rest of the year could possibly top it, and one of the funniest aspects of the movie is Justin Long. Yes, Justin Long. I'll get into that later. So let's get a little bit more into For a Good Time Call, starting off with the plot, which I thought was simple, but worked. I mean, it was definitely nothing incredible, obviously. It's a very simple story. It's just a silly story, but I thought it worked, and like I said, I do think the movie had some heart, you know, whether that's due in part to the acting, directing, or writing, I don't know. But yeah, some of it has to do with the writing, of course, so good for them for actually being able to blend more than just comedy into a comedy. What's interesting about the whole story, and kind of the whole movie, I guess, is that I feel like it could work as a TV show, like as a sitcom, which is kind of weird to watch a movie and think this would work as a sitcom or a TV show. I don't know if I've ever experienced that, really. But, yeah, I think it could actually work as kind of a recurring thing, and, you know, more stories could keep popping up with the basic idea of it. But like I said, the humor is really more important, and if the humor is in the writing as opposed to, you know, maybe improv and stuff like that, then I have to say I thought the writing was very good because I thought the movie was extremely funny. The directing, I thought, was fine. Nothing special. This movie kind of plays it safe in that department. There's definitely nothing risky or anything like that. It's pretty much by the numbers in that department, I would say, which isn't a bad thing. It's just nothing special. And acting-wise, like I said, I think the acting is probably the main reason that this movie is so funny more than anything, because the acting is great, and the delivery of all the lines, the comedic timing, all of that stuff is fantastic. I thought Ari Grainer and Lauren Miller were great together. Like I said, I think they could actually work together on a sitcom. Like, they could be on that sitcom I mentioned earlier. But the star of the show, in my opinion, and something I have not been able to forget and can't wait to see again, I would love to see his performance again, is definitely Justin Long. I thought that he was fantastic. He was hilarious. He had me crying, laughing in a few spots. I thought that he played his part perfectly, better than perfectly. I thought that he was great. That's all I can say. I thought he was fantastic.
Why don't you just live together for the summer? See how it goes. Okay. Lauren, honey, I have a question. Where are you sleeping tonight? Because it's not at my place. I have that Peruvian boy coming over from the gym. And Catherine, may I remind you that your most promising applicant has been that woman that looked like Ted Danson and could not stop queefing. Do you want that? You two, my gorgeous angels, are about to be homeless in Washington Square Park over a fucking party foul. And I don't like to give out spare change. So you're on your own.
And as far as acting goes, I'd also like to mention a few cameos that I thought were pretty cool. We had Josh Rubin with a lamp. I thought that scene was pretty funny. We had Kevin Smith in a cab, which was great. And of course, we had Seth Rogen, who was the pilot. I was surprised to see him, although I guess I shouldn't have been, considering Lauren Miller is one of the stars. But I was not disappointed to see him, and he didn't disappoint. I thought that his little part was hilarious. And one last thing I'd like to mention that's in my notes, it's not a spoiler or anything, it's just one joke that I thought was hilarious, and I wrote it down in my notes, so obviously it impacted me. I thought it was worth mentioning. The part where she's running with the phone saying, I'm coming, I'm coming. Genius. I thought that was great. But overall, I loved For a Good Time Call so much. I had so much fun with it. I was laughing nonstop. It was definitely one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long, long time. Whether or not the movie is going to go anywhere or, you know, break any boundaries or be memorable is irrelevant, because for me, it's going to be memorable as a very, very funny movie. So even though the story's pretty simple, the directing is pretty tame, the acting is great, overall, I really, really enjoyed For a Good Time Call. So let me know in the comments what you thought of For a Good Time Call. Let me know what you thought of the story and the directing. Did you think they were kind of just simple, like I did? Let me know if you think it would work as a sitcom like I do. Do you think that could happen? It kind of feels that way. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you thought of the cast. Let me know what you thought of Justin Long specifically. Also, let me know what you thought of the cameos. Let me know anything that you want about For a Good Time Call. And that's pretty much it.
I'm Kitty, and I'm here with my friend. I'm Caddy.
Hello, Kitty and Caddy. That's, guarantee you that's gonna confuse me once I start whacking off.